Hi and welcome back if you've seen these videos before, or just welcome if this is your first time watching. Here is another one of my sketchbooks. I got this during my senior year graduation. My grandma bought me a bunch of discount sketch pads, and I still have another one of these to start and finish up. I started it during Summer of Art at Otis for my animation class. So here we go. This one's going to be a bit harder to film because it's a vertical sketchbook, but that's okay. We started off with toy warm-ups every class. So he brought in this little Stitch, and it had a little like water gun in its mouth, but I tried to draw it without that. It was super cute. And I messed up here, so I went over it with a bunch of color pencils and tested out an electric eraser on it. Here's some of our principles. We had to do little drawings of, just little ideas of how we would animate it if we were. This one's a peel, so I made a very attractive character. Here's some more toy warm-ups. I actually brought in this one because I'm a big Pokemon fan. Our teacher actually helped design a lot of toys that he brought in. It was pretty cool. Did some boat studies for this actually. This was an idea I was hoping to animate one day, but I'm not a very good animator and I don't like it very much. It's basically a story about a girl passing on and finding her lover up in heaven. Happy ending, kind of. Still sad. Ryoko gender bend. Some more toy warm-ups. Here's an idea for an animation I did that you guys can find on my channel. More toy warm-ups. I brought in these two. Aerial toy warm-up. I really like the way this one turned out. Toy warm-up, and then some ideas for things. This was the idea for my final actually, and I have that up on my channel as well. I really like the way it turned out. I had this up on my channel as well. It was like an hour-and-a-half challenge for how well you could animate an idea, and it was very difficult for me because I like drawing and painting and putting a lot of work into my animation. So I spent a long time just trying to get the scenery down rather than making any motions. More toy warm-ups. I brought in this one. More toy warm-ups. And here's a character design that was in one of my other sketchbooks that I elaborated on. I don't even know. A girl eating an apple. This is in college right here. From Christmas time I picked up this sketchbook and started doing some doodles. There's a girl back here. A little Christmas theme. Here's some really pretty decorations I saw at my boyfriend's house. His mom does parties and stuff, and she's really good at decorating. I actually started learning Spanish, so this was like my starting doodle for it. And here's a Copic illustration that I did during Christmas. Here's a weird thing my boyfriend drew in my sketchbook. Kind of freaks me out. Those eyes. Here's some random doodles. I really like the outfit on her. Little moon lady and a character in a random pose. And I was thinking I'd pose for a go-go sketch, which I did here. I like it a lot better here. And here's my boyfriend. I did this because he said he hated his smile. He said it was big and ugly, and it's not. It's the most adorable thing in the world, so I wanted to draw him to cheer him up. And here's some pen doodles that ended up getting watercolor on them because I was working on a card for the donor who sent me to college. And you might see that card on my Instagram. It's actually one of my favorite pieces, one of my favorite mermaids at least. I really like how it turned out, and I hope she did too. And here is a camel from one of the nativity sets I went to a party with my boyfriend and there was one out and I sketched it. And here's some random people. I don't like the way this turned out, or this, but I like the way that turned out. Let's just... Ooh. I am a really big fan of Book Life. You'll be able to tell that from this. Really big fan of Book Life. I don't know why this paper is beginning to wrinkle, but I really like the way this turned out. More Christmas doodles. This was all during Christmas time. I went ham in my sketchbooks during Christmas time. My boyfriend again. And a Santa, because his mom has a bunch of Santas. His house was just filled with little Santa figurines and dolls and stuff. And here's my kitten. We got a kitten when my cat passed. My family felt lonely, so they got one, and I got to meet him over Christmas break. It was nice. More doodles. This was a person that posted their photo in the Draw Me In tag, which is currently closed, but I'll tell you when I open it up again. And when we went to go see the lights, I got really inspired, so I doodled a reindeer and some Copics. And here's some random characters. You probably saw these on Instagram if you follow me. I started messing around with the cold marker, and I finally got a new Pentel brush, and that's why the lines on this one are so clean. And there's my Kiba kitty again, and a little birdie. Here's inspired by a little cool figurine I saw at Goodwill. And this was when my phone was broken, so I sat outside the Sprint store while my mom tried to fix it. And I drew the foliage outside for like an hour. And here's a random character. Another one. And my boyfriend. And that's it. Thanks for watching again.